Alright guys, Dart Frog Ninja here for a 1 month Biopod update. Let's get started. So we have a lot of growth in here. Again, I'm really surprised. The pillow moss that I got from Biodude is actually growing, and it's growing quite well. Let's see, it's very green. It's shooting up new little shoots here and there, which is pretty cool. And the sheet moss is also doing quite well too. It's green, it's growing, especially that patch right there by the log is doing excellent. It just misted in here, so that's why everything is really wet. Dragontail fern, I'm a little worried about. It does have brown edges, which either means one, it is getting, the leaves are getting burnt because the sun's too bright for it, or it's getting too much water. Not 100% sure, but it seems like it's still growing. It's still doing good. It's not dying off, so I will probably keep it in there. If it starts to fare worse, I will pull it out and repot it and do something else with it later in the future. Korean rock fern is doing excellent. As you can see, there are new fronds, new fiddleheads that came up and they sprouted new leaves. But there's a fiddlehead right there. That's what true ferns, when they grow, they'll shoot up fiddleheads like this to grow a new branch, which is pretty neat. So that's, as you can see, that's a fiddlehead. So it'll unfurl and it'll become one of these awesome looking leaves. So we have that. The Japanese crested bird's nest fern seems to be doing all right. The lower leaves, since they were touching the cocoa hut and getting wet, they did die off, and I did peel them off and throw them in for the microphone, and so that they will eat that up. But it seems like it's adjusting. It's not dying off, which is good, which is exactly what I wanted. Let's see what else. The resurrection stick that I got from Biodude is popping up more and more resurrection ferns. There's some new ones here, as well as a new guy right there. Pretty neat. The bromeliad that I put in, it's getting its red color back. The leaves are starting to develop a bit of a yellow tinge to it, so I don't know if it's adjusting to the light. Maybe the light's bright for it, because it was, like I said, in an area where it was getting no light. So maybe that's the issue. Really not sure. Hopefully it'll be alright, but I think it's just adjusting. But it's gotten the red color back, so I mean, it's obviously not dying if the red colors return to it. But like I said, maybe the light is a little too bright, or it is adjusting to the new settings. The back wall is doing amazing again. All the vines, my Ficus pumelia, the oak leaf pumelia, and the peperomia are going nuts. They are shooting off new leaves and branches here and there. So it's starting to spread. So it's looking good for a month's worth of growth. Pretty happy so far. I do want this whole back wall to be covered, but it's probably going to take it a year or so before that is actually going to happen. We still have some growth happening on the log. This random guy popped up. If you've been following my channel, you should have seen that, yeah, this guy here is, sorry, bad camera there. This guy here has been growing since about day one, so who knows what that is, but I like it. I'm not going to pluck it, or we'll see what happens with it. Some of the moss spores are growing. There's a moss spore there, and here's a moss spore there. I'm trying to keep it wet for it, so and see if I can entice it to grow a little bit more. There's also some growth on the cocoa hut as well. It's slow, but like I said, it's probably because I haven't kept it as moist as I should have, and that's on me. But so far it's looking good. Now this week was supposed to be the week that I was going to move my frogs into the biopod. And let's see, there's Constantine, one of the females, sitting out. But unfortunately, my aeration pump was acting up. It was constantly running, and after talking with Tom, one of the creators of Biopod, and then some IT, we've worked on it, and they figured that there is a glitch with one of the Moffats on the aeration pump, so they gave me the option to either have the old piece shipped to me right away, or I could wait 2 weeks because they've upgraded it. So the aeration pump and everything is better, and they've upgraded to a new part. So I'm going to wait the 2 weeks. It's going to ship probably directly from China, and I'm going to install that before I throw my frogs in there. So unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen until after the new year. Well, definitely after the new year. So we'll see how that goes. But so far, everything's looking good. I'm liking it. I'm toying with the idea of adding a plant or two to the mix, guys. So I'm not sure if I should add a Tillandsia on the stick here, maybe somewhere, you know, in the middle or up at the very top. And I was toying with the idea of adding another bushier plant in here, and I'm not sure if I want to do that because I kind of feel like I don't want to crowd this in too much, because I do want to see my frogs, and they are bold and they do like to sit out. So I'm not sure if I want to or not. But if I do, what do you guys think? Should I add any more plants? Something low and bushy, maybe here in this area, and have the leaf litter, or maybe here in this area right here, possibly here in this area, and move the and relocate the cocoa to back there, or over here. So what are your thoughts, guys? Tell me, should I add anything? I had one of you guys say I should add a mini orchid to it, and I have thought about that. They are unfortunately a little expensive, and I'm worried about getting them shipped this time of year since it is winter, and unfortunately there is a snowstorm that's supposed to happen and drop almost a foot of snow next weekend here. So I don't know, but you know, let me know in the comments if you think I should add anything. I'm definitely open to hear what you guys have to say. And then, oh, one last thing, the back wall 2 is also getting green. The sphagnum moss is really starting to take off, really starting to see green everywhere pop up, which I think is excellent. I didn't think it was going to do that, but I want to see this wall turn all green with plants and with the sphagnum moss. That being said, again, guys, let me know what you think, if I should add anything, where I should add it, and I will hopefully take your thoughts into consideration, and we'll see what happens. Again, thank you guys. Have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Yuletide, and a Happy New Year. This is Dart Frog Ninja saying frog on.